Right now, this very moment, your future is being shaped. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when things finally slow down, right now. Every single decision you make today, every choice, is quietly casting a vote for the life you will live tomorrow. Think about that. It's a powerful idea. And here is something that might surprise you. Most people don't lose their future in one dramatic, explosive mistake. It's not a single bad decision that derails everything. No, they lose their future slowly, piece by piece, through small, seemingly harmless decisions made on autopilot. You see, most people don't actively choose a bad life, they just drift into it. Nobody wakes up in the morning, looks in the mirror, and says, "You know what? Today, I'm going to work towards a life filled with regret." It just doesn't happen that way. Instead, it happens gradually. It starts with one skipped discipline, one ignored goal, one little excuse that feels completely harmless in the moment. Drifting feels comfortable. It's easy. It's the path of least resistance, but that comfort is a trap. One day, you look back, and you realize years have vanished, years you can never get back. Success, on the other hand, is intentional. It requires conscious effort. Failure is what happens when you're not paying attention. It's accidental. And that intention, that deliberate choice to build a better future, starts with awareness. It starts with waking up from the drift. So many of us walk around saying, "I'm so tired." We blame our jobs, our responsibilities, our busy lives. We think we're exhausted because life is just inherently hard. But I want to offer you a different perspective. What if you're not tired? What if you're just unfocused? Imagine your energy is like a beam of light. When it's focused, it can cut through steel. But when it's scattered, it barely illuminates a room. You're tired because your energy is scattered. You're saying yes to too many things that don't actually matter to you. And you're saying no to the very few things that truly do. When you bring clarity to your life, you know what to focus on. That focus creates momentum. It's like pushing a heavy ball. It's hardest at the start, but once it's rolling, it gets easier and easier. And that momentum creates its own motivation. Suddenly, you're not fighting to get things done. You're pulled forward by your own progress. Clarity fuels energy. It's that simple. Now, let's talk about a word that makes a lot of people uncomfortable: discipline. We often see discipline as a cage, a restriction, something that limits our freedom. But that's a complete misunderstanding. Discipline doesn't trap you, it frees you. It frees you from the heavy weight of regret. It frees you from the chaos of an unplanned life. It frees you from making emotional, short-sighted decisions that you'll pay for later. Discipline is simply choosing your future self over your present comfort. It is saying no to the easy thing now so you can say yes to the amazing thing later. The strongest, most successful people you know aren't the ones with the most motivation. Motivation is fickle. It comes and goes. The strongest people are the most disciplined. They show up even when they don't feel like it. And that brings me to standards. You don't rise to the level of your motivation. You fall to the level of your standards. Goals are great, they're your destination. But standards are the rules of the road that get you there. Goals are optional. You can change them. Your standards are not. If your standards for yourself are low, your life will inevitably reflect that. If you accept mediocrity from yourself, that's what you'll get. But the moment you raise your standards, your life begins to follow. Raise your standards for how you speak to yourself. Stop the negative self-talk. Raise your standards for how you use your precious time. Stop wasting it on things that drain you. Raise your standards for how you show up when things get hard. Do you crumble, or do you rise to the challenge? Your standards create your identity, and your identity creates your destiny. Now, as you start to raise those standards and push for growth, something is guaranteed to show up: fear. But here's the secret about fear that most people never learn. Fear is not a warning sign to stop. It's a confirmation sign that you're moving in the right direction. Every single breakthrough you will ever have is guarded by a wall of fear. Every new level of life, every promotion, every new relationship feels uncomfortable at first. Fear only wins when you obey it. The moment you decide to move forward anyway, despite the fear, is the moment you reclaim your power. Confidence is a result of action. It never comes before it. You can't wait to feel confident before you start. You start, and the confidence follows. Take a moment and look around you. I mean, really look. Your environment is either training you or trapping you. There's no middle ground. The conversations you have, the content you consume on social media, the people in your inner circle, all of it is programming you, whether you realize it or not. If you feel stuck, if growth just isn't happening, your environment might be the invisible cage holding you back. You have to be ruthless about this. Change your inputs, and you will change your outcomes. Surround yourself with people and ideas that lift you up, not ones that hold you down. So, how does this big, grand future actually get built? It's not with one giant leap. Your future doesn't change with one massive decision. It changes with repeated, daily decisions. Small habits decide big futures. These little habits, they compound silently in the background. They don't send you a notification. They don't announce their presence. But one day, they show up as results either good or bad. The workout you didn't skip, the page of the book you read, the extra hour you spent on your project, they all add up. Choose your habits wisely, because you are choosing your future with them. One of the biggest enemies of good habits is negotiation. Stop negotiating with yourself. Every time you do, your comfort wins. You know the voice. I'll do it later. I'll just skip today. It won't matter. It's been a tough week. I'll restart on Monday. Sound familiar? Those little negotiations don't just disappear. They stack up. They erode your self-trust. Self-respect isn't given to you. It's built, brick by brick. Every time you do what you said you would do, especially when no one is watching. This is how true confidence is built. Confidence is not a personality trait some people are just born with. Confidence is evidence. It's the mountain of proof you've built up over time. It's evidence that you show up for yourself. It's evidence that you don't quit when it gets hard. It's evidence that you honor your word to yourself. Following through on your promises builds trust in yourself. That trust builds unshakable confidence. And that confidence builds unstoppable momentum. Many of us are held back by our past. We carry our mistakes, our failures, our lowest moments like heavy chains. But your past is a chapter, not the entire book. You are not your mistakes. You are not your losses. You are not defined by the worst thing you've ever done. Your past prepared you. It taught you lessons. It gave you strength. It did not define you. The strongest people didn't avoid pain. They learned how to use it. They transformed it into fuel. And you can too. So, here's the final, powerful truth. No one is coming. There is no rescue party on the way. There is no magical perfect time waiting just around the corner. And that, my friend, is your greatest power? Because it means you are in control. The moment you stop waiting for someone or something to save you, is the moment your life truly begins to accelerate. The moment you fully commit to your own success is the moment momentum kicks in. You don't need anyone's permission. You just need to take action. It all comes down to one choice that changes everything. You don't need a completely new life. You just need a new level of commitment. A commitment to choose discipline over comfort. A commitment to choose action over excuses. A commitment to choose growth over fear. Make that decision today, not tomorrow. Not next week, right now, because your future self is watching. They're watching what you do next, hoping you'll make the choice that gives them the life they deserve. Make them proud. Thanks for watching. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing for more content to help you build your best life.